right, everyone, buckle up, because today we are talking about staying healthy on long flights.
Ooh, that's a good one. I think we've all been there.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you ever feel like a human pretzel after like a 6-hour flight or something?
Oh, yeah, totally. Especially those red eyes.
Yeah, exactly. So today we're going to do a deep dive into all the health risks of sitting for so long.
Yeah, because it's not just about being uncomfortable, right?
No, not at all. And to help us out with this, we've got some awesome research from Dr. Lev Nemotin.
Oh, yeah, he's great. I read a lot of his stuff. He really gets into like all the dangers of just not moving for hours.
Yeah, and that's what we're going to unpack today.
Exactly. By the end of this, you'll know exactly why moving around is so important.
And how to avoid, turning into a human blood clot at 30,000 feet.
Okay, so let's just start with the basics. Like, what actually happens to our body when we're sitting for those super long flights?
Yeah, well, I mean, I know personally my legs get super stiff
Oh, yeah, for sure.
and my back starts to ache,
Yeah.
but I'm guessing it's more than just like being uncomfortable, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, way more. It's like your whole body kind of goes into like power saving mode.
Power saving mode, interesting.
Yeah, your blood flow slows down your muscles. They basically just stiffen up and get all tight.
Oh, I hate that feeling.
And even like your lungs, they kind of get the message that you don't need as much oxygen.
Really?
Yeah, so you start taking these like shallow breaths.
Maybe I thought about like the oxygen thing.
Yeah, it's wild. So basically your body's just like, okay, we're chilling, let's conserve energy.
But, I mean, that can't be good for us, right?
No, definitely not all this like slowing down and conserving it can lead to some pretty serious health risks.
Like, what kind of risks are we talking about?
Well, one of the big ones is blood clots, specifically something called deep vein thrombosis.
DVT.
Yeah, exactly. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, I have actually, and it sounds kind of scary.
It definitely can be. So basically what happens is a blood clot forms in one of your veins, usually in your legs.
Okay.
And the real danger is that this clot can break loose and travel to your lungs, and that's called a pulmonary embolism.
And that's really bad, right?
Yeah, it can be life-threatening.
Oh, wow. So that's definitely something to avoid.
For sure. And long flights, they actually significantly increase your risk of developing DVT.
So it's not just in my head that my legs feel weird after a flight?
Nope. It's a real thing. The CDC, they've done research on this, and they found that flights over 4 hours.
Oh, wow. Only 4 hours.
Yeah, they significantly increase your risk because basically the longer you're sitting, the more blood is just kind of pooling in your legs.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, and that creates like the perfect environment for clots to form.
Okay, so we've got to watch out for DVT.
Yeah.
But you mentioned that other systems get affected too, like the lymphatic system?
Yes, exactly.
So what happens when our lymphatic system gets all sluggish?
So think of your lymphatic system like your body's cleaning crew.
Okay.
It's responsible for removing waste and toxins from your body. It's like your garbage disposal.
Okay, that's a good analogy.
Right, but when you're just sitting there for hours on end, it can't do its job properly.
So it's like letting the garbage pile up.
Exactly, and this buildup of waste, it can lead to inflammation, feeling tired and sluggish.
Oh, man.
And over time, it can even contribute to, like, chronic health problems.
So basically, long flights are kind of a recipe for disaster.
Well, they can be if you're not careful, but the good news is there are things you can do to counteract all these negative effects.
Okay, so what can we do to stay healthy on these long flights?
Yeah.
I mean, can we actually get like a good workout in those tiny seats?
Haha. You don't need a full-blown workout, but movement is key.
Movement is medicine.
Exactly. Even small movements can make a huge difference.
So like what kind of movements are we talking about?
There are lots of simple exercises you can do right in your seat, like ankle pumps, knee lifts, even just contracting and releasing your calf muscles.
Oh, okay, that sounds manageable.
Yeah, and these movements help to improve circulation and get your lymphatic system moving again.
So I'm basically like manually pumping my lymph nodes.
I know.
Are there any tools or devices that can help make these in-flight exercises more effective?
Absolutely. There's this really cool portable resistance device called isotone.
Isotone, I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's awesome. It basically adds resistance to your movements.
So it's like a mini workout in your seat.
Yeah, exactly. And that extra resistance helps to really stimulate blood flow and lymphatic drainage.
Okay, so isotone sounds like a pretty good investment for frequent flyers.
Totally. And it's not just for flights. Anyone who sits for long periods, like office workers, they can benefit from it too.
So basically, we should all just be moving more in general.
Exactly. Find ways to incorporate movement into your day, whether you're at work on a plane or even just relaxing at home.
That's a good reminder.
Yeah, your body will thank you for it.
So how much movement are we talking about here? Do I need to be doing like jumping jacks in the aisle to reap the benefits?
Haha, no. not at all. Even short bursts of activity can make a big difference.
Okay, good to know.
Aim for like 3 to 4 minutes of moderate exercise with the isotone, or even just some simple body weight movements every hour or so.
Okay, that sounds pretty doable.
Yeah, and that'll help to keep your circulation going, reduce stiffness, and boost your energy levels.
So the next time I'm on a long flight, I'll be sure to pack my isotone and get those lymph nodes pumping.
Yes, love it. The human body was designed to move, and even small, consistent efforts can make a world of difference in your overall health and well-being.
Well said. I think that's a great place to wrap up.
Yeah, for sure.
So to all our listeners out there, remember, even if you're stuck on a plane, you don't have to just sit there and suffer.
Right. Move your body, get that blood flowing, and stay healthy.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the science of staying healthy on long flights.
It was a pleasure being here.
And we'll see you next time.
See ya.